girl, she bad, pretty in the face, slim, thick waist, hair is laid. Saw the girl on Tinder, went to IG and like all her pictures. Damn, she like money moves, she really wanna know what I do. She wants to know, she has to know, I let her know. I trap in a bando, gas on my neck and my wrist on froze. Island girl, cook me the dough. 419, got the plug on the phone. I get her what she want, private store, Fendi store.
SJ, it's Jungle. How are you? Greetings, how are you? It's Jungesh. I am doing fine. I am going to be doing a couple of readings today. And I just want you all to bear with me as I work through it. I've got a different setup today, so I'm trying to work it out, okay? I'm literally doing this mid-air, so I'm not on any type of table. Okay, let's see what we got. One moment, y'all. Just trying to make sure I'm getting everything in the camera so you all can read along with me. Okay, so for whomever comes across this video and it resonates, I definitely would love for you to leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I will leave my link in the description. Definitely feel free to hit me up at any time. I don't have time restrictions. It's just when Spirit has led an individual to me, I'll know and I'll be able to assist at that time. Versus if you've come to me and Spirit makes me aware, my ancestors also, make me aware that you may not receive the message at this time, or we may not be a good fit energetically, then I would definitely let you know. But again, for the most part, I'm usually able to help those that seek me out. I haven't had but a few people that my ancestors and the Most High, Spirit, God, whomever you want to call our Creator. I've only had a few where they've come to me through intuitive thoughts and said, this individual isn't someone necessarily that you'll be able to help energetically. So with that being said, let's move along and get into this reading. So we're calling to attention the fact that you may be fooling yourself at this time. So Spirit is saying that you are what I would consider a master bullshitter. You're the type of individual that knows exactly what is expected of them, what they need to do in order to further themselves and to create the reality at which you seek. Yet you're going against the grain. You're still, using the uncomfortability of the growth that's being required for you to attain all that which you have. You're using that uncomfortability as an excuse not to move forward. You are, in fact, your own worst enemy. So the bigger the move, the better. First, there's 3 things that you can do. 1, admit that you cannot fix your own problems. 2, you don't do anything that is not pertinent and conducive to bringing your future to fruition. So whether it's drugs, drinking, whatever your vice is, whatever habitual activity that you do that you feel like, okay, this isn't conducive to the type of lifestyle that I'm wanting to live. Honor that. Honor your higher self making you apparent that those vices are stumbling blocks to your growth. If you can do that, if you can admit, those faults within yourself, accept yourself as a flawed creation, because we're all flawed. None of us are perfect, but also taking those necessary steps, like I said, that big move, in order for you to catapult yourself into the light and gain at which it is that you seek. Praying to the morning sun, praying to the Creator, honoring your ancestors, raising your consciousness, understanding that those vices are exactly what I said, those stumbling blocks, and understanding not only that it's not going to be done in a day. Things don't change overnight. Things won't even change in weeks, okay? It takes actual determination. It takes actual tenacity. So the ability to be able to be determined and set forth positive habitual activities in order to bring those positive aspects into your life. If you can just start with simple prayer. It's not to say, you're of a religious sect, because I'm not. I'm not Christian. I'm not Muslim. I'm not Catholic. I'm none of those man-made religions to create a space where creation feels as though the dogma sets the tone for one's life. Prayer is just simply reaching out to what has created you, reaching out to the entity and, to your ancestors being the lineage that you come from. Even those who have recently passed within your family would be considered ancestors, because they're a part of the ancestral realm. They're a part of a realm at which is not this terrestrial realm that we're in right now. They're in a state of consciousness where they need to focus on raising their own levels of consciousness and be able to brighten their light. People say be the light all the time. Well, where does that saying come from? It's because we stem from an everlasting and an eternal light. The sun gets its light from it. The planets get their light from it. The stars get their light from it. So it all goes back to this one creation, this one beam of light, this one beam of energy, the Ashe, that gives us the determination, that gives us the creative thoughts to be able to fortify all it is at which we seek. Civilization wasn't always quote unquote civilized. It took the intuitive thought, it took the Ashe, it took the Creator to create those thoughts within man to be able to come up with all that we've done today. Thank God, for the creativity to be able to come up with the technology that we have, and even the technologies of 250,000 years ago. Those technologies were groundbreaking at the time. To be able to use a quill was groundbreaking. To be able to use a chisel was groundbreaking. The creation of fire on this planet was something astounding for its time. So never think that whatever it is that you come up with is minute. It's all purposeful. So Spirit is letting you know in a finality situation that you have the Ashe, you have the energy to be conducive, to overcome those vices, to be one with the universe and bring forth the reality at which you seek. So, sorry, I just lost my train of thought, and I'm gonna get it back. So, with the Ashe, it's that universal energy. So, tapping into one's inner self, being able to really focus and align yourself with what it is that you're wanting to create. For example, say, God forbid you were, you know, a crackhead, and you see that crack is not fortuitous to, you know, you getting your children back, or you getting that job you're looking for, or you be able to have, you know, a stable home and to be able to continue to have the monetary gains. Well, you know, getting over crack ain't easy. So what do? You seek out professional help. You seek out individuals that you feel as though you can trust, creating a community, creating that space, you know, turning to the Most High, the Creator, God, whatever you want to call it, uh, and being able to put forth the energy, put forth the work in order to overcome that vice. And we've seen it. Not all crackheads stay crackheads their entire life, y'all. We've seen, you know, people come up out of that vice and be able to create the future that they want. You know, that's just an extreme example, but I feel as though, you know, with humanity, you don't always want to hear, you know, something easy, like okay, if you go to school and you study and you align yourself with individuals within that field, you'll be able to, you know, be successful in that career. That's something light. That's something that we all pretty much know. It's about education and it's about networking, you know, and even more so, it's heavy on the networking, because your community is what drives the energy in order for you to create that future. So, you know how they say, you know, it ain't always what you know, but it's who you know. Well, you already know an individual that can assist you in creating that future. It's yourself. So it's for you to take that responsibility, put forth the effort and the energy in order to create that future, okay? I'm going to do 2 more readings. I'm just clearing out my card's energy. You can shuffle, you can clap. So for those who may be new to doing tarot yourself and you're watching this video, you can shuffle the cards several times to clear out stagnant energy. Like I said, clap the cards. You can also utilize selenite. I will leave a link in the description for my metaphysics business, where I sell crystals, I sell herbs, I sell herbal products like herbal smokes and herbal tea baths in order for you to cleanse energy. But simply doing this, taking a piece of selenite, allow it to sit on the cards. If you're in a rush, 30 minutes. If you're having some time in between readings, I would say at least an hour to go ahead and just clear off that energy really good. The longer, the better. But, you know, the shortest time span that I would give in order to clear out energy using any type of crystal would be 30 minutes. Just so it can really dive deep amongst the cards. You know, tarot cards are 78 cards, so to be able to clear off the energy amongst the cards. That was just a little side tidbit, y'all. But with that being said, let's get into the next reading. Give me one moment. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Intuitive thought. I just responded out loud. They want me to use a different set of cards to be able to convey the next message. So give me just a moment. I got you. All right, so we're going to be using my shamanic deck here. Ooh, hold on. Everybody got something to say at once. One at a time, y'all. One at a time. Okay, so we have sacred sites or purpose, lodge, which is council, and we have medicine, mask, authenticity. Ooh, so this is a nice heavy one. Let me make sure this isn't for me personally. Okay, so finding one's purpose. I just had to check in with my ancestors. No, this is not a message for me personally. It's still something that they want me to get out into the universe, which is perfect, and I'm loving it. So everything here is calling to attention. So this is a grandeur message. So this is basically like the English literature equivalent to using an exclamation point is what I'll say. You know, that exclamation point puts emphasis on it. It's making one's attention more apparent, making you more alerted, right? So with our purpose, someone that comes across this video may be feeling as though they are struggling to find their purpose. Well, what does that mean? That doesn't necessarily mean that you're lost, because before you came across the waters through your mother's womb, you already had your purpose set. Destinies have been set. You already chose. You already chose not only your destiny, but you already chose your higher self, the one who will guide you through this journey. You already chose your spiritual guides, who will also be there to assist your higher self to bring forth that destiny that's been provided to you. So you're already set. However, you're just not made apparent to what that purpose is at this time. Maybe because you've been too much of the world. You want to be in the world, but not of the world. So in the world, meaning that, you know, we're on this terrestrial plane. We have our karmic lessons that we need to learn in order for us to gain clarity, raising our consciousness, and adhering to our destinies, right? But let's get real, y'all. What's a part of this terrestrial plane? Work, bills, struggle, turmoil, ups and downs. It's a freaking roller coaster. So we sometimes get clouded in our minds and in our spirits so much that we can't see our purpose, right? So what do? Seek counsel. So an individual whom you feel trust and feel as though have learned enough in this life and experienced enough in this life that they can adequately guide you to your purpose. What are things that just naturally come from you and spring from you that others find, you know, more difficult within themselves to do? Or, you know, what natural talent or gift do you have that brings peace to others, that helps others? Okay, so seek counsel in that light. Find someone that shares those similar talents, those similar gifts, or those similar interests, and just pick their brain. For example, when it comes to tarot, you know, I didn't initially just be like, oh, I want to do tarot. No, it was one of my friends adding me to various spiritual groups via Facebook, and me just reading along with other people's journeys and their experiences and seeing what it. Excuse me, y'all. The other video got cut short because I have too much stuff on my phone. Too many apps, too many pictures, too many videos. I got 4 kids, so I'm always taking videos and pictures of them. And I'm always doing something in regards to my tarot business, my metaphysics business, and my clothing business. because running 3 businesses isn't crazy, right? That it cut off. But we're not cut off from the train, okay? So with that being said, I know I was bringing up the fact of my tarot journey, right? So my friend added me to some Facebook groups. I started reading other people's experiences and the things that they were doing in order to, gain further understanding in their journey. And one subject came about, which was tarot. And I was really interested in that, but I was scared. And not even really scared, just more skeptical, because I'm a skeptic first. So it was, trying to trust another individual with my energy, and I just couldn't do it. So I started the tarot journey, and I got my first deck, did a lot of self readings for myself and my husband, probably for about 3 or 4 months, and then I started reaching out to my friends that I have nearby to be able to do readings on them. Slowly gained experience in that, and it's just snowballed into a business where I do tarot for others who are drawn to me, and that's cool. I love it. I don't mind it. My ancestors gave me the go ahead. They said this can be an avenue for you to be able to, do what it is that you want to do, which is to be, completely self-employed, which I am. All praises to the Most High, right? So seeking counsel in order to be able to truly understand your purpose, which is really funny because I got certified as an herbalist in 2017. So raising my consciousness in my spiritual journey has brought forth back, my herbal abilities along with the mystic. Now, authenticity. So it's to be authentic not only with yourself but with those around you. Who is it around you that's not conducive to your future? Removing inauthenticity where you see it. So what is it that you're lying to about yourself that's blocking you from being able to see your purpose? Is it that you're doing something that you may like or even love, but you weren't brought here to do? Okay, so unfortunately having to remove those type of obstacles or individuals that are inauthentic within your life. So, those family members and friends that we've known for years, we know how they are, we know how to handle them, but they are still negative energy within our lives. They are still preventing us from, fully diving into our full potential and whom we were meant to be. So, coming to grips with, the saying that Nip, I always, quote Nip, but he said, everybody can't go. Okay? Not everybody can go. The boat only fits so many. And although, they're an important person, amongst the cosmos, they're just not important for your journey. Okay? So, in order for you to gain the purpose, seek counsel, be authentic as much as possible. I'm not going to say we can be authentic 100% of the time because, the flesh is weak. So there are times where we lie and get ourselves in situations that are out of our control. Had we just made that one decision, we could have avoided it altogether. But at the end of the day, it's all about learning. It's all about growth. You learn from it, you overcome it, and you keep pushing, okay? Now, I'm going to do one more reading. Hopefully, the video won't cut off like it did the last time. But I'm also going to use another deck. And I do deck reviews. If you're on my channel, you need to be looking at my other videos that I've posted. I've also posted, I believe, a deck review with this particular deck, which is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. Woo. All right, so that was the message, and it just fell right on down. Okay. All right, so we have the Peacemaker and the Hermit. So letting go of the need to be right, and then retreat and recharge. So with that being said, what does it mean? It means that the individual that resonates with this reading is one whom not only wants to be the peacemaker, but unfortunately, in their attempts to being the peacemaker, it's that need to be right. It's that need to create a reality where you've said the last word, and people have to basically accept it. That ain't what the peacemaker is calling for you to do. The peacemaker is actually calling for you to allow individuals the room and space to be wrong. Okay, you can give someone the best advice that you have, whether it's based on experience, whether it's based on observing others and their experiences, whatever the case may be, however you came upon this knowledge, right? But having the knowledge and the empathy to be able to understand that one's growth is not your growth. You have to be a hermit, retreat, and recharge. So don't take on anyone else's energy in an attempt to be the peacemaker. Don't lose yourself in the chaos, okay? You're gonna want to have to take a step back and allow them to learn those hard lessons, even though you may feel as though you're attempting to help them avoid those obstacles. Sometimes obstacles are unavoidable and they're necessary. One, to increase your consciousness, and two, to be able to further catapult you towards the direction of your destiny. You may feel on edge due to stress, but ancestral wisdom is reminding you that all truths will be revealed in the end. So it's not necessarily something that you have to force. Okay, it's all gonna happen regardless. Okay, so take time and rest in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that has been given or that you gave, and then just let it marinate in your heart space. So opening up that heart chakra, having the compassion, having the understanding, and being able to love beyond temporary circumstances, okay? Because all things ebb and flow. Nothing is permanent. Everything is temporary. Even in what this terrestrial plane calls death is really just an ascension into the next realm in order to gain more consciousness, just in a different way, okay? So if something has to be said or done, have deep thought and before you actually make a move, okay? So that way you know that what it is that you've done one, to the best of your ability. Two, you've done it based upon the knowledge and the experience that you have at this time, because you can only work with where you are right now, which is the present, okay? And then three, you've gotten your energy up and you've created a clear mind space, so that way all things can ebb and flow through you for your betterment, okay? Now with that being said, I'm gonna end this here. But again, I hope that you all have gained some type of retrospection. Hopefully these messages have resonated to one or all of you. And I hope that not only you have a blessed day and a blessed week, but I hope that you continue to strive to be your higher self, okay? All right. Have a good day, y'all. Ashe and Aman.